clue. I've never made a date cream before.
But welcome in. We're gonna be watching our next video, The Bright Side of Dylan's Journey from Dylan's Cooking Diaries. Welcome in, hello. And if you're watching this on YouTube later, comment your favorite cookies. Because we're watching a baking thing, so you have to comment your favorite cookies.
Ambrosia from 1951. So mid-century America has produced many suspect salads, many of which continue to leak out of the angsty states of Wisconsin and Minnesota. However, ambrosia is arguably the one that started them all, the pioneer, if you will, and today we're going to see if that's a good thing. Start by draining 1.5 pounds of mandarin oranges, pound of maraschino cherries, and
It's been so long since I've had maraschino cherries.
20 ounces of pineapple.
Pineapple!
A third of cream whipped. Keep in mind, this is a salad.
I love how this is a salad.
Yes, I like to whip cream by hand. It's a lot more intimate. Now in goes 1/2 cup of sour cream. And
Sour
1/2 cup
cream?
of coconut.
Coconut?
Chocolate cherries and 1 cup of walnuts. Sure, walnuts aren't my favorite, but I've been known to never turn down a nut.
Wait, you don't like walnuts, Dylan?
In goes the cherries, pineapple, mix. Just like me, the mandarin oranges are a delicate fruit, so they go in last. You know, this actually looks pretty good. To the fridge.
Would you guys eat this? How much would somebody have to pay you to eat this?
Once you're ready to serve, you fold in 2 cups of marshmallows.
Marshmallows?
This has to be the most 50s thing ever. You know what? I like this one. It's quite pleasant. Anzac biscuit.
Anzac biscuits.
It's from the Great War. In
1918. A long time ago, chat. It was before I was born.
Australia and New Zealand, this recipe is actually protected by law. Bake it wrong, to jail. I mean, not really, but you wouldn't want to get them angry. They have kangaroos. 1 cup of oats.
Did he just say New Zealand has kangaroos?
I love oats.
Oats
They
are
taste
great.
like grandparents. I mean, they
What?
don't taste like, you know
What?
what I mean. 1 cup of flour. Then 1 cup of desiccated coconut. Not shredded, not sweetened. I'm talking dried flakes. Gonna need some head and shoulders for that.
I didn't even know there's dry flake coconut.
3/4 of a cup of sugar. Now into a saucepan goes 10 tablespoons of butter. I did
That's
have
a
to
lot
convert
of
this
butter.
entire recipe from grams into freedom units. Then 1/4 cup
You could just use a scale.
of golden syrup. Once the butter melts, we remove and add a teaspoon of baking soda. It's weird.
Oh, they're gonna be making like honeycombs.
Foamy.
Yeah, it's foamy.
350 for 12 minutes.
You think it's good? Chat, do you think it's good? It sounds good. Like there's nothing in that recipe that doesn't sound good.
Oh, boy, howdy. Crispy but chewy. Good biscuit. Apple cider cookies.
Anything that's apple and apple cider flavored, you cannot go wrong with apples. You cannot go wrong with apples. You cannot go wrong with apple cider.
From 1973. Yes, we humans have been baking with apples since the first time somebody baked with an apple. And today we're going to be continuing that tradition. Start with 3/4 of a cup of butter. That's a lot of butter, Miss Pillsbury. 1 cup of brown sugar. 1/2 cup of sugar.
Sugar?
Full disclosure, I picked this recipe because it looked good. I don't always like to destroy my taste buds, you know. Butter go Now for 2 cups of flour, pinch of salt, teaspoon of floof soda, that's big,
Floof soda.
and apple pie spice. What's apple pie spice? Let me tell you. 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, allspice, ground
So good.
ginger, ground
So many good spices.
cardamom, and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Oh dear, it's gonna be a little cinnamon
But we like the cinnamon. Cinnamon is top tier. I would die for cinnamon.
heavy. Now we finally chop an apple of our choosing. I chose this one to die.
What apple is that? Is that a gala?
1/4 cup of apple cider. It's not November yet, so we're cleared for some optional nuts. Mix. Chill time. 350 for about 17 minutes.
Those look like they're gonna be so.
3
Oh.
tablespoons of melted butter. 1/3 of a cup of cider. Then we add powdered sugar until it's thick.
Those look so good.
Oh yes, you will love these. They are the taste of the season. Avocado bread from 73. Yes, it seems that before millennials discovered avocado on toast, their forefathers wanted to skip a few steps and just put the avocado directly in the bread. We're gonna see if they were onto something. Of course, they were onto a lot of things back then. We begin with 2 very ripe avocados. Time to open you up. Good morning. Now in goes 3/4 of a cup of sugar. So the avocado is the only
That's a lot of sugar for bread. It's gonna be a sweet thing.
source of fat in this recipe, so instead of creaming sugar into butter, we're just creaming the fruit, which is something I happen to be familiar with. Time for 3. Well, 3 eggs. Beat thoroughly. For the dry
Oh, it's so nice and
mix
green.
together 2 cups of flour with 1.5 teaspoons of floof powder. That's baking powder. Combine the 2. Fold. In you go. We seem to be baking guacamole. 350 for about 45 to 50 minutes. Whoa, look at how good it looks.
Yummy!
No
Oh, that makes me want some banana bread.
way. This tastes amazing. I'm so confused. Because there's no butter, there's no oil, there's no...
But Dylan, avocado is like butter. Avocado is like oil.
No milk, just fruit. Avocado ice cream
Ooh.
from 1947.
1947. They loved avocados in the 40s, apparently.
This is fascinating because it seems chronologically wrong to find this in a 1940s cookbook, which means it must be pretty special, or that time-traveling keto athleisure influencers exist. You know, people who follow strange concepts like exercise. Into a saucepan goes a 1/2 cup of sugar, a pinch of salt, and 2 cups of milk. Moon juice! Now we scald this, so bring it to a simmer, but not a boil. Fire! Into a separate bowl goes 2 eggs. Beat.
Oh, he's making the custard.
While whisking, we cook the eggs by slowly pouring in the hot milk.
The custard.
In goes a cup of heavy cream and 2 avocados mashed. I'm going to force mine through a sieve.
Yeah, smart.
And finally,
You don't want avocado chunks in your ice cream unless you do.
Lemon, beat thoroughly. Just freeze until firm. Good morning. Am I really about to have ice cream for breakfast? It's destiny.
Yes. So creamy.
Whoa. Yes, that works. It's really quite nice. It is a bit icy, more of a sherbet, but it's a no churn, so I can't complain. It is a lovely, delicate taste.
I guarantee if you put it in the churner, it would probably end up less icy and it would be more creamy.
An avocado pie from 66.
Apparently, we can turn avocado into anything. Did you guys know avocado's a fruit?
Graham cracker crust. 5 tablespoons of melted Paula Deen. Unsalted.
Oh.
She must be in a good mood today.
Is it gonna be like a cream
I don't know
pie?
how big your dash is. Remember the edges, Dylan. The edges! Blind bake the shell for 15 avocados. 3. Ooh, it's a boy. Delicious. Howdy. Cream cheese. Sweetened condensed milk.
Yeah, it's kind of like a cheesecake.
This is from 1938. It's only electrocuted me twice.
1938?
You need the juice of 2 limes. Smells like the war. Chill time. Good morning.
I don't see why that wouldn't be
You
good.
know what? This is doing something for me. It's rather eccentric, but very smooth and quite light. That right there is a summer pie.
I think with those kind of recipes, you really want to make sure you have good avocados. You know what I mean? Not just like you want your avocados to be the perfect texture because you're going to taste the avocado flavor. And if you guys have ever had like a bad avocado.
A bean pie from the 1920s.
Bean pie? Oh, wait. Chad, that sounds delicious. 1922, a navy beans. You guys like beans?
Beans, you heard me. Now these took a long bath last night. Good night. Good morning. Time to cook them. Fire! Pastry!
Oh, so fancy. He's cooking his beans raw.
Gotta use your fingies. Thank you for cooperating today.
Okay,
Bean rebellion.
So a traditional pie crust.
Yummy. Simmer-yam, mo juice, eggy. How many? I don't know. It just says eggs. Sugar. Oh dear. 4. Did you just kill my blender? Hello?
The beans murdered it! The beans murdered it.
This is personal now. You swung first. Checkmate. Looks horrifying. Let's slow
That does look horrifying. I would have put a little bit of food dye in there.
down for a bit. Nothing makes sense anymore.
It
Why
looks
are you
good.
You have a bag of beans in you.
Imagine the fiber.
Carrot pie from
Ooh. Okay, so carrot cake is one of my favorite cakes of all time. So why wouldn't a carrot pie be just as good?
1919. Before pumpkin pie became king, people ate this. Now they're dead. Pound of carrots. Reloading. I just love this. Water. Fire. Time for pastry. Welcome to the world. It's awful. Get it?
The pie didn't ask to be born.
Please. Get in the pan. Get in. Moo juice. Only a 1/2 cup of sugar. It's time for some eggy ginger. Simming. Time's up.
Simming.
Combine all ingredients except for pie shell.
So it's giving sweet potato pie, but carrots.
You really worried that I was gonna mix in a fully constructed pie shell into this?
It reminds me of that scene in Schitt's Creek. Have you guys ever seen Schitt's Creek? And it's just like they're trying to, Moira and her son are trying to make the recipe, and it says fold in the cheese, and they're just like, how does one fold in the cheese? You fold in the cheese, obviously. I feel like if it doesn't say on the recipe, don't put the pie crust in, somebody would put the pie crust into the filling.
Fool, not an idiot. This is frighteningly liquid. Who are you? Fascinating. Hold on.
Oh, whipped cream, yes.
It's a pumpkin pie imposter. Bit chewier, but elsewise lovely.
Yep. I assumed it would taste similar to like pumpkin pie or sweet potato pie.
Chocolate beet cake from 66.
Ooh, beet cakes are so moist.
Now look, I'm no stranger to cakes with bizarre ingredients, but I think the use of pickled beets is the most unorthodox. We start by blending our 15-ounce can of pickled beets. Juice and all, honey. There seems to have been a murder. Now into a bowl goes a half cup of vegetable oil, 1.5 cups of sugar, a bit of vanilla, 3 egg yolks, whisk vigorously. In go the beets. Oh, it's
so beautiful.
2 cups of flour, 1/3 of a cup of cocoa, pinch of salt, and a teaspoon of baking soda. But there's no acid. Oh, the beets! They might be
the beets.
Oh, it's like velvet. About 50 minutes at 375.
Ooh.
For the ganache, we need a half cup of
ganache.
Cream and 4 ounces of chocolate over very low heat. Fire! Just until the chocolate melts and
ganache.
everything's smooth. Oh my. Son of a... It's
That looks so delicious.
fantastic. Beets? What's next?
Imagine all the extra fiber you'd get in that cake from the beets.
A chocolate mayonnaise cake from 56. This has been my most requested cake. Of course, it's the mayonnaise, flour, sugar, floofers. Today you will rise. Potted cocoa. Why, she smells like chocolate. Mayonnaise! And it's not just a little bit. No, it's a severe, unauthorized
It's just like a huge amount of mayonnaise.
mayonnaise. Cup of water. Honey, you can't dilute a war crime. You know, it's horrible now, but I hope it turns out okay. Like children. I'm sending you to summer camp.
That looks so
For the frosting, we
good.
boil milk, sugar, cocoa, and margarine. Fire! Beat in mayonnaise to the
Mayonnaise in the frosting, that is a sin.
chocolate. Do you keep it in your purse? Hello. Maybe if I just don't think about it. Good heavens.
I mean, chocolate covers everything, right?
Holy fuck. Fantastically moist. The chocolate is tangy. I'll concede you were right. A chocolate sauerkraut cake.
Sauerkraut? Now we're going sauerkraut.
48. Thought this was a joke. Turns out I'm the joke. Sauerkraut. A whole cup. Soak in water and then drain. Better. 1.5 cups of sugar. Cream time. You can use a mixer. I just do this to feel something. Egg yeast 3. 1/2 cup of cuckoo. Baking powder.
Cuckoo!
Water. Yum.
I love sauerkraut, but I don't know. Chat, should I try this? Should I try these recipes?
Fold in sauerkraut carefully. Or what? I'm gonna ruin your disaster? Can a cake be tried for treason?
The texture.
In she go. I know it's open. Sleep tight. Wow. Bring buttercream and chocolate to a boil. Fire. Okay.
I would imagine it have a nice sour flavor to it.
No. Incredible. It feels like coconut. I don't taste sauerkraut.
Oh, it feels like coconut.
Your chocolate fixes everything, or this is alchemy.
Chocolate does fix everything.
Chocolate zucchini bread from 1968. Now, when I think of zucchini, I think of good barbecues, summer salads. Man,
Zucchini is an underrated vegetable.
just not dessert. But we start such a dessert with a cup of flour, a cup of cocoa, chocolate bite, and a teaspoon of floof soda. Now we melt a 1/4 cup of margarine. Beep. A 1/4 cup of an oil of my choosing. Guessing 10W30 wouldn't work. Cup of brown sugar. 2 egg yolks. For the zucchini, we need 1.5 cups shredded, skin and all. I hate zucchini. Doesn't taste bad, it just makes me feel insufficient. Wet. Dry.
The zucchini's too big for him.
This isn't just a chocolate cake recipe with a bit of zucchini. No, this has more zucchini than flour. 50 minutes at 350. Goodness gracious. Cease and desist.
Oh, that looks so moist.
It's really quite good. Deepens the chocolate, keeps it nice and moist. I don't make the rules. A chocolate potato cake from 1912.
Everything potato is delicious. Why wouldn't this be delicious?
This is why we don't perform lobotomies anymore. Boil a potato. Did I make?
Potatoes are just like neutral entities. You can make them sweet, you can make them salty, and they're just like delicious starchy. An Irish cake.
Mentioned this was a cake. Skins stay on, unlike Americans.
Oh, skins stay on.
Butter. Can we at least have coffee first? Butter go boom. Should be a pale white. Eggy. Wakey, wakey. Who's tough now? Moo juice. Bloop. Cinnamon. Bloop. Chocolate. I bet this recipe is just all the wrong answers on a baking test. Smells like dentures. Go away. Goodbye.
It's always such an ugly color, but like in a cake?
For the icing, we boil butter, sugar, milk, and chocolate. My time has come. Not bad, dead
Oh.
people. All right.
That looks nice.
You're not supposed to work. It's incredible, and I'm mad about it.
Oh, that looks really good. I need to try a potato cake.
Christmas crack from the 70s.
Christmas crack? Oh my god, chat. We're gonna get cracked.
Obvious by the name, this recipe hails from the USA, where it is a Christmas staple. They do things
Have you guys ever had Christmas crack? I wonder if that's something I should make this Christmas.
differently around here. We start with a whole sleeve of saltine crackers. I'm guessing that's where the name comes from, which is disappointing. We line these up flat over some good foil. Now into a saucepan goes 1 cup of butter and 1 cup of brown sugar. Fire! We're boiling for 5 minutes. Bubble, bubble. Now we pour this over the crackers. With the saltines. Oh dear. Then 350 for 7 minutes. As soon as these come out of the oven, we top with a whole bag of chalky chips.
A whole bag of chalky chips. Ooh.
Then you can top this with whatever you want. I'm gonna use walnuts. To the fridge.
I thought he didn't like walnuts. Did he just say he didn't like walnuts? You could have used almonds. You could have used hazelnuts. You could have used slivered Brazil nuts.
Done. Hello. And now we crack the sheet. The name is making a lot more sense now.
That looks good. Like the salt and savory?
Ooh. My goodness.
And then the sweet?
America, you've done it again. This is fantastic. The Christmas
That looks good. We're on Christmas stuff now.
fruit cake from 1900. So I've never
1900?
If you're anything like me, you are one. Start with 1.5 cups of butter and 3 cups of brown sugar. Half cup of treacle and 6 eggies. How big
6
is this cake?
eggies.
4.5
That's gonna be a massive cake.
cups of flour, nutmeg, cloves, allspice, cinnamon, plus 1.5
Cinnamon.
teaspoons of fruit powder. Get in. I present to you the fruit. The mix is 8 ounces each of candied orange peel,
Candy orange peel.
pineapple, cherries, dried figs, currants, dates, raisins, all soaked in an obscene amount of brandy. Look away.
Oh,
kids.
brandy? Oh my god, is this cake gonna get us drunk?
It hurts. It's been festering for a few days. 3 cups of walnuts. This is ridiculous. A lot of fruit, brandy, and nuts. Sounds like a good weekend. 300 for 2 hours. Done. Now time for a cheesecloth and more brandy. Well, there goes that. And now we just wait.
Oh my god, this cake will make us drunk.
I feel like I'm exhuming a body. Hello.
That looks good though. But I don't know about the fruit he chose.
Well, it's very moist and very potent. Don't feed too much to Grandpa. He won't make it down the stairs. Love it or hate it, it's the taste of Christmas. And that's quite fine by me. Coconut ice from 61. Now,
Coconut
it's my
ice?
attention that a lot of Americans don't like coconut. And you know what? It's okay to be...
It's okay to be wrong, Cha. It's okay to not like pineapple on pizza, but you have to admit that you're wrong. It's okay to not like coconut, but you're wrong.
wrong. But this here is an old school British candy which looks too simple to be good. We begin with a 15-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk. Half of it goes in one bowl, the other half in another. Then into each bowl goes a cup of powdered sugar. My sweet tooth is tingling. Mix. Then we dye one bowl pink by using a few drops of red food coloring. You know, as a kid, I've always loved pink, which was the first of many signs, and a little bit of nilla. Finally, to each bowl goes 2 cups of coconut flakes. Don't use sweetened. You will kill somebody. 1, 2. Then to an 8-inch parchment-lined pan goes the first layer. Gotta pack it tight. Then the second. This
Interesting.
is fun. And that's it. Pop it in the fridge for at least 3 hours to set. Ooh.
Ooh, it's pretty. You know, it reminds me a little bit of pandan.
Oh my goodness.
But it looks so pretty.
Lovely. What do you think?
There's no ice in these.
There's no
Summer
ice.
candy. Copycat Almond Joy.
Ooh, almond joys. I like a good almond.
From 1953. Yes, copycat recipes are nothing new, and neither are Almond Joys. In fact, one Mrs. Kirk from Montgomery, Alabama loved them so much she wanted to make them herself.
I wonder where he gets these books from. Does anybody happen to know where he gets these books from?
Let's go, honey. We start with an entire 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk, to which we add 2 cups of powdered sugar. Mix. Then comes 4 cups of unsweetened coconut. That's a lot. Come on. Then press it into a large parchment-lined pan. I'm using a 13 by 9 inch, but you could use anything similar, like a casserole dish. Once everything's flat and even, you're gonna need some almonds. You just line them up and press them in.
Beautiful.
This is so satisfying. Now this goes to the fridge, preferably overnight. It just needs to be really hard. Ooh, cut. Yes.
And then you dunk it in
4 cups of
chocolate.
and 2 teaspoons of shortening or coconut oil, melting over a double boiler. Fire! Then dip and cover. Hello.
Oh, that looks so good. Chat, we never have to support corporations ever again. We can make our own almond joys. We can make our own almond joys.
On the money. Look at that. We did that. Mrs. Kirk, you're my hero. Corn cookies from 1930. Now, if cornmeal were to end up in my sugar cookie dough, I would consider that a mistake. But
What? Cornmeal is delicious.
these people have done it on purpose. Do you know what that's called? Criminal intent. Begin by creaming a 1/2 cup of margarine with a 1/2 cup of sugar. They say using softened margarine is ideal. No, honey, what's ideal is not using margarine. One egg. So far, so good. And then came the cornmeal. Cornmeal in a sugar cookie. What a bright idea. Cornmeal on
I was so worried he's gonna fall and hurt himself. He's fine. The cornmeal's not okay though. He's fine, but the cornmeal's not.
the floor. I'm gonna start needing blood pressure medication, 3/4 of a cup, and 1/2 cup of flour. Mixed. Now we form a log. Come on, be a good corn log. To the icebox. You are frozen. And now we roll it in cornmeal. Cookies.
Oh,
8 minutes at
interesting.
375.
Those look so good.
Huh? Whoa. This is lovely. It's a sugar cookie with a bachelor's degree.
That looks so good. It's like polenta, but like in a cookie form. Cookie polenta.
Cornstarch cookies from 1919.
See, cornstarch cookies are a little bit more suspicious.
These go by many names, like starchies, meltaways, and in Brazil, where they originate, sequilhos. But they're one of the OG gluten-free 3-ingredient cookies. We start with a 1/2 cup of sweet
Chat, gluten-free.
and condensed milk, followed by a 1/2 cup of soft butter. Beat vigorously. Then using the handle of a spoon, we slowly stir in 2 cups of cornstarch. What precisely does this accomplish? Trust the process. This is a strange trifecta of ingredients.
I don't like
I'm
this.
Intrigued. Now we bake in a slow oven for 15 to 20 minutes. We'll do 325 Fahrenheit. Perfect. These are so cute.
They're so round. I want to paint them. Wouldn't it be fun to take food coloring and paint them? They look like snow. I wonder how they taste.
Well, you know, in a world of similar cookies, these are something quite special. They're like a
Aw.
cloud of joy. Incredibly
Aw.
unique. Chocolate cottage cheese cookies.
Oh no, not cottage cheese. Don't tell the fitness influencers. Don't tell the fitness influencers about the cottage cheese cookies.
From 1955. This was given to me by my friend Shelby. It's called Quick Dishes for the Woman in a Hurry. In a hurry to take a dump. We start with a cup of margarine. It's like butter, but terrible. 2 cups of sugar. Now we beat. That tracks for the 50s. 2 eggs. And an entire cup of cottage cheese. I hate cottage
That's so much cottage cheese.
cheese. It looks like it's listening to me. Chunky. For dry ingredients, we need 3 cups of flour, a teaspoon of floof powder, and a
Floof.
1/2 teaspoon of floof soda. 1/2 cup
Floof
of
soda.
cocoa. Get in. Finish with nuts. Don't have to ask me twice. Mix. 10 minutes, 350. Hello.
Oh, those have a pretty look to them. And they're also going to be high in protein.
Oh? Now that's just a good cookie. It is distinctly different, but good.
I don't know. I don't know about the cottage cheese. I don't know about the cottage cheese.
Boy cookies from 65. Now I'm familiar with cookies and I'm quite familiar with cowboys. I went to the University of Wyoming. Go Pokes! So let's bake their cookies. We start
Wait, does Wyoming have a lot of cowboys just like loitering?
by toasting a cup of coconut, cup of pecans, and 2
Oh.
cups of rolled oats. What? I've never thought to toast oats.
Oh, toasted oats would be so good.
8 minutes at 350. Next, we have a cup of butter, cup of brown
Butter!
sugar, and a cup of sugar. Sugar. This recipe is so even. How nice. Cream.
You know that's what a pound cake is, chat? It's a pound of butter, you know, a pound of flour, a pound of sugar.
And 2 eggs.
What makes this cowboy?
For the dry ingredients, we have 2 cups of flour and a mere teaspoon of baking soda. Fold. In goes all of the toasties.
Toasties!
Plus 2 cups of chalky chips.
So many chalky chips.
So much stuff. Cause the Western folks all know. About 11 minutes at 350.
Oh, those look like they'll be really crispy, crunchy, and have like lots of nice mix-ins. I love a good oatmeal chocolate chip cookie.
These are highfalutin. Hold on. Good? Very. A date cream from 55.
Oh my god, chat, we're making a date cream. Ayo.
Now, if you've never had a date before, I'm sorry. You must be very lonely. But this is what they look like, and now you're looking at 2 fruits. We need 1 cup chopped. Very sticky. And this, gentlemen, is what happens when we get old.
That's a big date. What kind of dates are that? My dates are tiny. My dates are not that big. What date is that?
Sugar, 1/4 cup of cornstarch. 1/4 cup of moo juice. What are we making? Glue?
Moo.
2 cups of scalded milk. Ah!
Scalded
Boil
milk?
vigorously. Now we cook for 10 minutes over a double boiler. No clue. I've never made a date cream before. I've never cooked a date cream before. The yolks of 3 eggs.
I do have date envy. That was a massive date. Where does he get these massive dates?
Temper first. Get in. Mix. Cool it down with 3 tablespoons of butter. The date.
Butter.
To the fridge. Good evening. It's dark. This is solid. Hello?
Oh, he's eating it.
Ooh.
What do you do with date cream?
What? This is blowing my mind. This tastes amazing. But I am more astounded as to how we ended up with ice cream in the fridge. Deep fried cookie dough from 71. It's
I love how even in the 70s people were frying things.
known that here in America, they'll deep fry anything that isn't bolted to the earth, including zucchinis, hot dogs, and several species of large bird. To a 1/2 cup of butter, we add 2/3 of a cup of sugar. Eggy. You come into my house. 1 1/3 cup flour. And a cup of chalky chips. Mix.
So, a fun fact, you can switch vanilla out for any other extracts you want. So that's when you could put your ube in. That's when you could put your peppermint in. That's when you could put, I don't know, almond extract, whatever extract you want. That's the way you substitute it. You could substitute it with instead of the vanilla.
There's no floofers. They don't bake these. They'll go be flatter than my butt. Chill time. Now for the batter, we need
No floofers?
a 1/4 cup of flour, teaspoon of floof powder.
Okay,
1/4
there's
cup
the
of sugar, 1 cup of moo juice, then a tablespoon of vegetable oil. You don't want any lumps. I fry with
No
peanut
lumps.
oil because it's correct. Are you ready to die? Yeah, me too. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, they take the cookie dough and they dump it into the floofiness. And then they fry it. These are interesting looking.
Man, this looks
Oh.
incredible.
Would the cookie dough cooked fully?
This is perfection. I don't know what else you want me to say. Whoopsie, they're gone.
That looks
Eggnog
good.
from 1895. So eggnog is already one of my favorite things, but homemade is supposedly 10 times better. Oh my gosh, by golly. We start with the yolks of 5 eggies. Shave the whites. Then we
Eggies.
whisk in sugar. Doesn't tell me how much, so
You'll basically see him make a custard.
I'm gonna use a cup. It's Christmas. Yes, I will be calling this eggy-nog. Now we add 2 cups of moo juice and
Eggy-nog.
1 cup of heavy cream to a cauldron. Sorry, my cauldron's in the dishwasher. 4 cloves. Fire! We're scalding, not boiling. Then we temper the eggs with about half of
That's how you make
this
custard.
mixture. And then back you go. Low heat until thick. Done. Strain it. Not today, cloves. Egg whites. Come on. Time for mixing. Just a touch
Why?
of sugar.
Why are we making a meringue?
Fold. Nutmeg. Now, if you're not comfortable with raw egg whites, you can heat this whole mixture back up, but it won't be as fluffy. To the fridge. Oh, it's thick. More nutmeg.
It's so thick. It's too thick for consumption.
Oh dear. This has ruined all other eggnog. Delicious. It's life-changing. It's Christmas. A fake apple pie from
Oh my god, is this gonna be the Ritz cracker apple pie?
the Great Depression. This recipe was sent to me by Herbert Hoover Feet Picks. Something for everybody.
Herver Hoover feet pics? Feet pics?
Instead of apples, this recipe uses Ritz crackers. Sugar, water, fire! Stir until disgusting. Prep time! Oh, you crafty. Are you 9 inches yet? Said 15-year-old me. Lemon juice. 40 Ritz crackers. What am I supposed to expect? Suppose it's better than eating your offspring. Do I call
If you're allergic to apple.
the police or a priest? A priest. Honey, there's been an accident. Bake at 4:30. I'm bleeding. Oh boy.
See, I feel like I need to try out these recipes to prove if they're good, actually good, because I just don't see this actually tasting like apple. It's a Ritz cracker.
Whoa. It tastes like apples. We found the first good one.
I just don't believe it. I just don't believe it. I'm sorry. I'm a hater. I don't believe it.
Fried crackers from the Great Depression.
Fried crackers? Is it like you fry the crackers, or is it crackers that you make by frying them?
These are also called cracker flitters. What is a flitter? I don't know. Nobody knows. We begin with 2 sleeves of saltines, America's favorite sawdust squares. Cover and soak these with water. Granny's favorite soggy crackers. Now we squeeze and drain it. Just imagine cooking this and trying to tell yourself that everything is okay. 1 egg. Now we heat up a skillet with what? A suitable amount of lard. There is no suitable amount of...
Is frying with lard good? Is it like, does lard have a high heating point?
Never has been, never will be. Fire! And then we just... try not to die. How long does sadness take to cook? And finally, we douse in maple syrup.
Pancakes? But they're just This is...
Now this is surprisingly good. Seriously, give this a try. You don't have to use lard, though. Ginger nuts.
That's just crazy. He just turned crackers into pancakes. If you're desperate enough.
From 1906. Now, I've never seen a ginger nut, but I assume it's roughly the same as a blonde or a brunette. Fittingly, these nuts begin with a good pound of flour. Just...
Sorry. That was too funny.
Salt, 3 ounces of sugar, teaspoon of soda, and half an ounce of ginger. Ooh, you're gonna be spicy. Now to a saucepan,
We love a good ginger.
We add 4 ounces of butter, plus half a pound of any treacle. I would call that excessive.
Any treacle? What treacle did you put in?
Once the butter is melted, we add half a gill of milk.
What's a gill?
Is a gill? A gill is 32 fluid drams. Well, thank God for that. When has the Avoirdupois system helped anybody? We need a 1/4 cup. Moon juice! In we go! Mix. We knead in flour until stiff. Come on! Roll to
Oh.
balls. And what are balls without nuts? Bake in a quick oven for about 7 minutes. That'll be 400 degrees. Hello!
Ooh. Look at these. These are pretty.
Okay. I see you. It is a snapless, rotund ginger snap. It's like what ginger beer is to ginger ale, just in cookie form. Good cookie.
Oh.
A gooey...
Oh. Have you guys ever had ginger beer versus ginger ale? Ginger beer has quite the bite. It's like... It like bites you in the face.
butter cake from the 1930s. We start with a cup of flour, 1/3 cup of butter, paper, dash of sugar. You have to look
Like, how does this make it different than any other cake that has butter in it?
like breadcrumbs. I don't know what type of bread y'all eating. We then press this into a square pan and cast aside, which is dead people talk for put it away. Time for the filling. That's the perfect name for a baking-themed OnlyFans. First is 3/4 cup butter, 1/4 cup of sugar. Butter go burr.
Brr.
This thing's popping. Now we alternate between adding a cup of flour and, because it's the 1930s, 2/3 of a cup of evaporated milk. Flour. 1/4 cup corn syrup. We'll be done by Christmas. That's a lot of nilla. I'm guessing the flavor profile is going to be cholesterol. Powdered sugar. 350 for a half hour.
Yes, it'll be butter flavored.
You know, some dishes aren't amazing, but they are innately comforting. And this is a prime example, like a hug on a plate.
Aww.
The great...
Aww, hug on a plate. We're getting nutted.
Northern Nut Loaf from 49. Now, I'm not sure what makes this loaf northern. I just picked it because it has the most nuts I've ever seen. And I've seen my fair share. We start with nuts, which is unusual. In my experience, that normally comes last. We need 1 pound of mixed pecans and filberts. Filberts are hazelnuts, and they are my second favorite nut. My
Hazelnuts are great.
favorite doesn't come from a plant. Now we need to flour the nuts with 3/4 of a cup of flour. You know, I do prefer them defloured. A pinch of salt. Only a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. This is not going to rise, which is always embarrassing. Into a separate bowl goes 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. 3 eggs. Beat with a whisk. Never tried that before. Sounds painful. Finally, a 1/2 pound of dried figs. You know, fruit and nuts do go hand in hand. I would know.
Chat, don't beat with a whisk.
I'm both. Combine the two. It's literally just nuts. 300 for 80 minutes. Done.
That is just nuts. That is literally all nuts.
Whoa. It's a great taste, nice and moist, but very crunchy. If you hate nuts, I can see you spitting it out. Not me.
So it's a sin.
Welcome to the 70s. 4 bananas. Peeled. Whoopsie. Boiled ham. Now we need to individually wrap the bananas.
No.
This was still the Cold War after
No.
all. Fear of communist bananas was at an
No.
all-time high. Bacon.
No.
Seems logical. 10 minutes. Hollandaise. Oh boy. Eggy. Just the yolk. Water and lemon juice. Very hot butter. Careful. Very slowly. Cayenne. My bananas are baked. The 70s.
No.
Sponsored by the color beige. Oh boy.
No.
Huh? Sweet, it's meaty, it's salty, it's uncomfortably appetizing. A Hoover stew from the Great Depression. Now it stands to reason that this dish was named after the 31st President of the United States, a vacuum. This was the economical way to feed your family during a time where people were pinching pennies.
Oh my god, you guys hear, you know about the Swedish taco, right? Chat, you've heard about the Swedish taco, right? They put like weird shit in a Swedish taco. Don't trust the Swedish taco. Don't eat the Swedish taco.
Until Lincoln wept. Water! Salt! Fire! In goes a pound of macaroni. Now we slice a pound of hot dogs as thin as coins. Ah yes, brings back memories. Time to drain the pasta. Into a large pot goes 2 pounds of stewed tomatoes, pound of canned corn and the juice. Add in the hot dogs and simmer for 10 minutes. Dylan, you say, did people not have spices in the Great Depression? No.
I thought they thought about spices in the Great Depression. When did we get the spices? When did we like fight for spices? Or the Great Depression is when they stopped using spices?
It didn't. Refer to depression. This is so much food.
It's basically macaroni salad with hot dogs?
Yep. Is it bland? Yes. Is it bad? No. Especially when you consider that all of this cost me $6. Impressive. Ice cream cone cupcakes from 79. Now you'd think that ice cream cones are for ice cream, but no, this is the 70s. We do what we want. We start with a 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, a cup of...
I would love to know the brains behind these recipes. Like, what were they thinking? I would love to know.
sugar, teaspoon of Nilla, and 1 egg.
That was a
Then you
lot
whisk
of Nilla.
vigorously. For the dry ingredients, we have a 1.5 cups of flour, 1/2 cup of cocoa, and a teaspoon of floof soda, baking soda. Then we alternate adding our dry ingredients with a 1/2 cup of buttermilk. If you don't have buttermilk, you could always buy it. Mix. And finally, a 1/2 cup of hot water. Oh boy. We fill these up about 2/3 of the way, and they need to have a flat bottom, like me.
Oh.
Get it? Whoa. 350 for about 30 minutes. Hello. For the cream, we just beat a 1/2 cup of soft butter, slowly adding a cup of powdered sugar, and some Nilla. Yes, you can make buttercream by hand. I do everything by hand. I'm very lonely. Look at that. It's just a really tasty, fun idea.
That's so interesting, guys. Would you try this for a birthday party? I think this would be great for a birthday party.
I love it. An impossible pie from 1969.
In 1969 was a crazy year. Everybody was 69ing and going, nice.
Some things are naturally impossible, like perpetual motion or happy AT&T customers. But apparently this pie makes itself.
Oh?
First you get your blender.
I thought the pie made itself.
Then simply add a 1/2 cup of butter, cup of sugar, 2 cups of moo juice, oh god, 4 eggs, cup of shredded coconut, 1/2 cup of flour, and some Nilla. Now we blend, because why not? Let's hope this doesn't kill the blender. and that's it.
I don't know about this, Chad. I don't know about this.
While this bakes, it apparently forms its own crust and layers. I have my doubts.
I doubt that.
Hour. Done. Enough. Cool. And then to the fridge. Hello. Impossible. It did it. Formed its own pie. Coconut and vanilla. How did that work? You crazy old people. Leftover bread pang.
That's so weird. That's so weird. But now we're making pancakes with leftover bread. When I said that was my joke.
Cakes from 1947. Now I love pancakes, so a homemade recipe which is easy, needs no flour, and lets you use up some stale bread seems too good to be true.
I mean, that's how they made bread pudding, right? They made bread pudding because they had leftover bread they didn't want to waste, but you couldn't really eat it anymore.
Let's see if it is. We start with 7 or 8 slices of stale bread. Just tear it up and put it in a bowl. Adding to it 3/4 of a cup of milk. Moon juice! Time to mash! Next, a pinch of salt, 2 tablespoons of sugar. They recommend 4 if these are for kids. Can I be a kid, please? Next is 1 teaspoon of floof powder, which is baking powder. I call it floof powder because it floofs. Finally, 1 egg. Beating thoroughly. A bit of oil.
Beat.
Then you just 3 minutes on each side on medium-high heat.
I mean, they're just basically turning bread back into flour. I don't see why it wouldn't work.
Ooh, smell really good. That is good. They're so fluffy. Some good pancakes. I'm not even gonna wait for my bread to go stale. I'm just gonna make these. Magic
I mean, you could just use flour.
beer bread from '84.
Beer bread!
Now, most breads are risen by yeast, those lovely little things that make your bread all fluffy and puffy like a cat in heat. But this recipe is a quick bread, something which doesn't have any yeast, but promises to taste like it does. We begin with a 12-ounce can or bottle of your choice of brew. Oh, this is my type of baking. Just make sure it's not cold. Then we just add 3 cups of flour. Oh, it's foamy. 3 tablespoons of sugar. 3 teaspoons of baking powder. And finally, a good pinch of salt. Now,
Interesting. They're putting baking powder in it. I mean, guess they don't trust the beer.
we just go to town with our hands. Rings are coming off. That's how you knew you were in trouble. Oh, hello. Get off! Then into a greased loaf pan. Flatten it out. Then in this goes to a cold, unpreheated oven. Sacrilegious. Set the temperature to 350 and bake for about an hour.
So then it preheats, it rises and kind of like warms up and cultivates the yeast as it warms up.
It's the magic part. Do a trick. Woo! Not exactly a pretty loaf of bread.
Looks good though.
Whoa. But it don't.
I think a more yeasty beer might be better too. Imagine combining this with a yeast.
Don't need to be pretty, because that's pretty darn good. The beer offers all that lovely sour taste that you'd expect from yeast. Wow. For a dead simple, easy, cheap bread, that is a winner. Magic cinnamon sticks
Oh, cinnamon!
from 63. So this recipe finds a good use for ready-made pie crust mix. But of course, you could use any leftover pie pastry you have, or make your own if you enjoy that type of low-level anxiety. 1 pie crust mix, and this one needs 5 tablespoons of cold water. You gotta mix it with your fingies. Done! Roll this into
This is why I don't make pies. Pie crust is so tedious.
a thin rectangle. Now we sprinkle some coarse sugar on both sides, pressing it in with your rolling pin. I like sugar. Get in! Now into 3 tablespoons of melted butter goes 6 teaspoons of cinnamon. And then on it goes. This is very satisfying. I like you. Fold this in half.
Ooh.
And cut into strips.
It's basically like a cinnamon bun, but except in strips.
So cute. Now twist and onto a baking sheet.
Twist.
We bake these at 350 for about 20 minutes.
Yeah, these would be good. These would be good.
Whoa, yeah. Oh, like a cookie. Hold on.
Oh yeah, Nutella.
I'm going to eat all of these. Magic ice cream from the Great Depression. Now, in my personal experience, depression and ice cream are a match made in heaven. So I have
It's true. Whenever you're depressed, you gotta eat that cream.
high hopes for this. We begin with
I feel like that came out wrong.
1 package of raspberry jello. Going to assume we have the same size package. Though the last time I made that mistake, I ended up stunned and quite self-conscious. 1/2 cup of boiling water. Cup of sugar. By the way, this is a no-churn ice cream, hence the magic. 3 cups of moon juice. Vanilla. To the fridge. Whip a cup of cream. So this took 40 minutes to stiffen up, which means it should see a doctor, but it also means we get to fold in the whipped cream. Be very gentle. Now, if it's not folding in properly like mine, you can go ahead and cry, or put it back in the fridge. It's your call. Cover and
Cry!
freeze until firm. Good night. Good morning.
Oh? Would it be jello-y?
Good heavens. It's surprisingly soft.
The amount of things he said that he likes, I feel like he likes sweet things. What would you say? I feel like he likes sweet things. I'm more of on a semi-sweet kind of girly. Like I like deep dark chocolate. I'm not a big icing person unless the icing is like very semi-sweet.
Impressive, sir. A millionaire pie from 59. I tell you, I could never be a millionaire. I'd end up buying like 3,000 Pop-Tarts. Or ducks. I quite like ducks. To 1.5 cups of graham cracker crumbs, we add 1/4 cup of sugar. Half a cup of melted butter.
So begins the graham cracker crust. Uniformity is of utmost importance.
Blind bake the shell at 375 for 15 minutes. Blind baking is when you put the shell in the oven with 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, pound of crushed pineapple, drained cup of sweetened coconut. How much sugar do you want in this?
That's a lot of sugar.
Cherries. A lot. Beep at me one more time. So sticky. How are they so red? In go the cherries and 1/4 of the juice. Half cup of chopped pecans. Juice of a lemon. Yee. To top it off.
Squirt of lemon.
In goes a tub of Cool Whip. Hope y'all know some dentists. Good night.
Oh.
Morning. You are pink. Whoa, Nelly. Woo. I say, this is camp. I don't hate it. Over the top, outdated, mid-century camp. Magic peanut butter cookies from 84.
They sure like magic stuff. They sure like magical cooking.
These are 3-ingredient cookies, which means I have some serious doubts. Because a normal cookie contains butter, milk, salt, baking powder, flour. This recipe just says no. We start with 1 cup of peanut butter, 1/2 cup of sugar, plus 1 egg.
You know how egg can become an omelet? Basically, this is a cookie omelet.
And that's it. This is not how you make cookies. Just roll them out.
It's a cookie omelet.
Then cross them with a
And you can't convince me otherwise. This is an omelet.
fork. There's no way. This is gonna end up a melted tray of peanut butter. $3.50 for 10 minutes. No, come on. How? You cheated.
It's an omelet. It is. It's a sweet peanut buttery omelet. It has egg in it. It has peanut butter and has sugar. It's a sweet peanut butter omelet.
These are brilliant. Melt in your mouth, brilliant. Here I was thinking I knew how baking worked. It's not fair. A peanut butter pie from 1953. Now this pie is described as a chiffon. Now what does that mean?
What is a
It
chiffon?
means it was written by a white person. We start by adding the packing.
What does a chiffon actually mean, though? What does a chiffon actually mean?
Gelatin to water. I told you. The yolks of 2 eggs, 1/4 cup of sugar, and water. Cook over a double boiler. We're getting bougie today. Hiya! Gelatin. Vigorous whisking. Fridge. 1/2 cup of peanut butter, 1/2 cup of water. You're diluting peanut butter to the gulag. Vanilla. Put this back in here. Time to beat the egg whites. If I have to beat anything else in this recipe, I'm going to be charged with domestic violence. 1/4 cup of sugar. Egg whites. Oh! Gravity. Fold. Back you go. Pastry. This better be good. Yes. Good night. Good morning. Finish with whipped cream.
A lot of these old pies just have unpasteurized egg whites. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about unpasteurized egg whites. Am I wanting to get salmonella?
God damn it. It's beautiful. Sorry about that. Peppermint patties from 1946.
Never make this recipe. Peppermint patties are horrible. They are the death of you. They will murder you. Peppermint patties will wake up in the middle of the night. They will find you and they will stab you. And that's what peppermint and chocolate does. Don't trust the peppermint chocolate. Don't trust the peppermint chocolate lover.
Now, I didn't know that one could make these at home. I thought it was a closely guarded industrial process. But apparently not. Take that, big peppermint. We start with 1 cup of sweetened condensed milk. In goes 1.5 teaspoons of peppermint extract. Be very careful with this. Stuff's stronger than my desire to drop out of college. Slowly add 5 to 5.5 cups of powdered sugar. Christmas time means sugar time. You can use a stand mixer. I'm just easily frightened by machinery. Done. Now you might need more or less powdered sugar. You're just looking for a workable dough. Parchment. More powdered sugar. Hello, Dolly. Boop. To the freezer. Now over a double boiler, we melt 4 cups of chocolate. Adding to it 2 teaspoons of shortening. Get off the spoon. Fire! Then once your chocolate is melted and your patties are firm, you take a fork, and then woo! It's a little bit messy. They don't stop. To the fridge.
No, 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 no,
Yes!
no,
Look
no.
at that. You can do that. 10 out of 10.
I don't trust mint chocolate lovers. I just don't trust them. I just don't trust them. It's like they like to eat toothpaste with their chocolate, and I just don't trust it. That looks like toothpaste. I've tried. It's disgusting.
Why are they so perfect? Potato candy from the Great Depression. Just like my
Ooh.
relationships, candy is inevitably unhealthy. So potato seems
We're making it slightly more
a
healthy.
peculiar addition. Peel and boil 1 russet. Ah! This recipe only has 3 ingredients, so I'm a bit scared. Your time has come. Add 8 to 10 cups of powdered sugar. Cups? Cups! 8 is the low end. There shouldn't be 8 to 10 cups of anything.
Whoa,
This is
that's a lot.
poundage of sugar.
That's gonna be freaking sweet.
The potatoes are gone. It's turned to liquid. Are you a sorcerer? So much powder! Reminds me of my summers in Colombia. We literally now have a dough which we're gonna roll out. This is ridiculous. This potato. Jar of peanut butter. Every turn in this recipe has been a left. Come on.
Peanut butter?
To the fridge. Well. Mushroom. It's good. I'll be damned.
That's such a weird recipe. And you end up with these like no bake, like starchy, cinnamony. That is the weirdest recipe. That's a horrific amount of sugar.
Potato chip cookies from 76. Now sweet and salty things aren't anything new. You have classics like PB&J, chicken and waffles, fake friends, your in-laws. But this is crazy. 1 cup of butter, 1.25 cups of sugar, cream. No, that would be very indecent. Butter go, but aren't you fluffy? 2 eggs, teaspoon of vanilla. Now's when we smash 8 ounces of potato.
This is going to be the most calorically dense cookie in a whole. Do you know how many calories are in a whole bag of Lay's? All of them. The whole bag is about 1,500 calories, which is like more than I eat in a day.
Chips. Goodbye. Look who's fallen from grace. Shame. 2 cups of
Shame.
flour. 3 teaspoons of flute powder.
Shame.
Now in goes half of the potato chips and a cup of chocolate chips. Oh, that's crunchy. Chill time. We're gonna roll the dough in the potato chips.
Oh, that's fancy. Rolled potato chips.
You're insane. 15 minutes at 350. What? I don't know. I mean, the potatoes, the whole bag of potato chips. It's phenomenal. Wow. Potato donuts from the Great Depression. Now, I say that disrespecting donuts should carry a life sentence, so let's see if we're going to jail today, huh? Peel and boil 2 russets. You know, a lot of things start with potatoes. French fries, hash browns, famine, communism. Potatoes are finished when they're soft. Yes, I've noticed that with men, too. Once the potatoes are cool, we add a cup of buttermilk, pack of yeast, 4 teaspoons of baking powder, and a half teaspoon of
yeast.
Half cup of melted butter. Don't kill the yeasty boys. They're working very hard. 4 eggs. Add enough flour to make a dough. Putting your faith in the wrong man. Sugar! 2 cups. Told you not.
He almost forgot the sugar.
Trust me. This took about 6.5 cups of flour. Now we let it rise for an hour. This is the first time we're deep frying.
Oh, these look like they're gonna be. Oh, those look so good.
Oh. Best
And they're
I've made.
potatoes.
Pound cake from 1904.
A pound cake, like I was saying. They look so fluffy because they're using like yeast and floof, which is a great way to make it extra fluffy.
Pound cake is one of my favorite things to do, but I'm single, so it's been a while. It's called such because the traditional recipe is a pound each of butter, sugar, eggs, and flour. Nothing
See, that's what I was saying.
else. We start by beating the butter. Now we slowly cream in a pound of sugar. Oh boy! Now I'm beating and creaming by hand because, as any man could tell you, that's how we all first learned.
His humor is hilarious. I love it. Also, baking and humor combine so well because baking is so sexual. It's just one sexual innuendo after another.
Eggs!
Eggies.
Heavens! How many eggs? 9.
A pound.
We beat them in gradually. This is wild. And finally, the flour. Fold into a bunt. We bake this in a moderately slow oven for 80 to 100 minutes. Hello.
Ooh. Did you forget to grease your pan, Dylan? No!
I really just JFK'd this cake. Man, that's wonderful. For something that doesn't have any flavoring at all, you would not believe it. With a texture like nothing else. It's very good. But we don't talk about this. Rice
We don't talk about this.
bread from World War I. This recipe
Rice bread? You think it's gonna be like mochi?
happens to be gluten-free. As if 1918 wasn't miserable enough. We begin with a half cup of white rice. Water! The rice is resigned to be overcooked. Why you gotta say it like that? It sounds like a court order.
I hereby sentence you to be overcooked.
Fire! Cup and a half of cornmeal. 2 tablespoons of margarine. Then 1.5
Ooh, cornmeal?
cups of milk. Scalded. You useless! Do you mean scalded with an A? He's like, nah, fam, that ain't no typo. I want you to yell
Yell at the milk!
Well, the rice resigned, all right. It is no longer with us. 1 cup exactly. 4 teaspoons of baking powder. Is this bread going to space?
Oh, that's gonna be a
Bake for
bit
half hour
fluffy.
in a hot oven. Yes, I know it's hot. You get it's an oven. 400 it is. Hello.
It's like a cornbread, rice bread situation.
Like a really smooth, fluffy cornbread. The rice does more than you think. Thank you. Scotcheroos.
Scotcheroos?
From 1965. So Rice Krispie treats were invented all the way back in 1939 at the Kellogg's Company in Battle Creek, Michigan, and have since become the most dominant Rice Krispie confection. But 26 years later, they came up with these, a lesser-known variant, which we are going to
Wait, this is like a Rice Krispie treat, but it's like a scotcheroon?
try today. In a big old pan, we're gonna need a cup of corn syrup, followed by
Obviously.
a cup of sugar. Excessive. Fire!
So much
Bring this
sweet,
to a
so
boil
much
to create
sweet.
a cavity-inducing syrup.
Charming.
Next, we remove from heat and add in a cup of peanut butter.
Oh!
Mix. Then in goes 5 cups
Is it like instead of marshmallows, we use peanut butter?
of Rice Krispies. You know, I've never understood America's obsession with breakfast cereals. Whatever was wrong starting your middle school mornings crying over a sad bowl of oatmeal? That was character building. Good old liquid cardboard. Anyway, this is rather dense. In this goes to a 13 by 9.
Interesting.
Cooperate. While that's cooling, we melt a cup of butterscotch chips and a cup of chalky chips over a double board.
Chalky
Now
chips.
you get to spread it on and cool completely. Yes.
Oh, that looks good. That reminds me of like a peanut butter bar, actually. I think I've had something like this.
Man, these are good. These are better than Rice Krispie treats. Survival bread from 1972. This bread is claimed to last upwards of 7 years, or roughly the amount of time it's taken me to get my bachelor's degree. We start with a cup of sugar, 1/4 cup of honey, the same of water. Then we bring to a boil with a pack of lemon jello.
Jello and bread?
If there's one thing I've learned, it's that jello is inevitable. Oh, we love jello. Shut up. Fire. For the dry ingredients, we need 2
It's so surprising that like in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, that like America was obsessed with Jello and suddenly they just stopped. And now the only way people have Jello nowadays is like in Jello shots. When was the last time you had Jello outside of a Jello shot? Or like a protein ice cream?
1/2 cups of powdered milk, 2 cups of oats. Oh, stop that! I'm gonna survive the apocalypse if I can't survive oats. Once whatever this is has boiled, you add it to the dry.
Chaos!
Add a bit of water if we need to. Sweetie, this needs a lot of things, but water isn't one of them. Then we mold it into a brick. So sticky. 30 minutes, 350.
No.
Huh. This is an enigma. It is quite dry, but not in a bad way, like a biscotti. I would take this camping. Tang cookies
Oh.
from 1969. Hey. Now this recipe is from Nebraska.
Tang? What's Tang? Isn't Tang like a soda?
Nebraska, are you okay? We begin with 3/4 of a cup of Tang. Might I remind you that this is a cookie with drink mix. Followed by a 1/2 cup of sugar. Any dentists out there? 2 eggs. And 2/3 of a cup of
Eggies.
vegetable oil. That's a choice. Whisk. Gee, this sure is vibrant. Nebraska. Now the dry ingredients are dry. 2 cups of flour. 2 teaspoons of floof powder. And a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I expected Nebraskans to be saltier since they
Maybe Jello's more of an American thing, because here in Canada, I have not had Jello in months, years, decades.
live in Nebraska. Combine. Mix. 350 for about 12
They're
to 15
pretty.
minutes. I know. Oh, I know.
They're at least pretty. Would they be tangy?
Nebraska. They are quirky, but not bad. It's tangy. I would bake them a little less, though, like 10 to 12 minutes. But thank you, Nebraska. A tomato soup cake from 1950. Ah!
Tomato soup. I mean, tomato's technically a fruit.
What's the difference between margarine and shortening? The amount of time spent on the toilet. Need reinforcements. Sugar in a carton. Creamy. Sift your
If shortening or margarine makes you poop, I think something's wrong with your bowels.
flour 3 times. Lady, your cake has tomato soup in it. This is the least of your worries. Clove, cinnamon, and nutmeg. With the soup. Can't hide
With the
from me.
soup.
I wish you could. Bloop. Cinnamon. No. 911, what's your emergency? Yeah, that lady Carol is at the barbecue again. Careful not to overmix. Sorry, I'm just trying to kill it. It smells like a hospital. Tomato spice. If pumpkin spice got hit by a bus. At least it's not moving. Icing. Yeah. Shut up. Doesn't taste like tomato. Tastes like chocolate. I'll balance.
Chocolate? He's making a Valentine's Day cream pie. Oh, whoa.
Valentine's cream pie from 59. Now I can't think of anything better for Valentine's Day than a good old-fashioned cream pie. And this one features the maraschino cherry pastry. Hello.
Honestly, the maraschino cherry, when I see a maraschino cherry, I immediately think 1950s. The cherry is just so 1950s.
Oh. Goodbye. For the pie pan, we're going to want a 9-inch. I know I do too. If you've got one, don't just force it in. Be gentle. Now, whether or not to edge is up to you. Some people aren't that patient. Blind bake at 425
That's what I meant.
for 15 minutes. This finished a bit early. Happens to the best of us. Into a saucepan goes a cup of sugar, 1/4 cup cornstarch, 2 eggies, 2 cups of
Eggies.
food juice, 1/4 cup of cherry juice. Hopefully it'll be pink. Bring this to a boil and stir constantly. Fire! If your hand gets tired, just keep going. I'm single, so I'm used to it. Once it's thickened, we remove from heat and add in a 1/2 cup of chopped cherries. In you go. To the fridge. Next, a cup of cream whipped. Some people are into that. Bloop. Now we get to top. That's always fun.
Oh, pretty.
I like that. Very sweet, but I like it. Velveeta
Velveeta? Is he making cheese fudge?
fudge from 1984. There are a lot
What?
of ways to make fudge, most of which aren't as problematic as this, but then again, who are we to fault the 80s? Start with a cup of butter in a
No, it's cheese fudge, not cheesecake. It's cheese fudge.
heavy pan. I reckon this is a heavy pan. Heavy with the burden of whatever crime it is I'm going to commit. We write that down with a half
Velveeta!
Velveeta. Neither scientist nor scholar knows precisely what Velveeta is. It is the occult, the great unknown. Fire!
Velveeta is just modified milk ingredients.
Well, this is already critically disturbing. In goes 1/2 cup of cocoa powder.
No.
Cheesy.
No.
Next up is 2 pounds of powdered sugar.
No.
Yes, I see. It's the
Is this why the 80s made weird movies? They were all just like eating Velveeta cheese brownies?
whole bag. Now, I'm no mathematician, but I'm not sure how this whole bag's gonna fit in here, Mildred. Her name is Mildred. This is not gonna work. It's not. Oh, no way. Oh, it's alive.
Oh, I don't
Finally,
like
you take off
that.
the heat and add in some Nilla. Oh, it's like a tumor.
I
To the
d-
fridge. Ooh. Man, that's
Isn't it just cheese with chocolate in it?
a good fudge. A wacky cake from the Great Depression. So the stock market's crashed and we can't afford any butter, eggs, or milk. But little Johnny still wants a cake for his birthday. Selfish brat. Directly into a cake pan goes a 1.5 cups of flour. A teaspoon of floof soda. Bloop. One of the reasons this is called a wacky cake is because you don't need a bowl. Though living in the Depression, I think everyone needed a bowl. Cup of sugar. 1/3 cup of cocoa. Then we just mix it with a fork. Now we make 3 wells. I feel like a
Is this gonna have...
gardener. Do you guys remember Farmville? Those were the days. Into 1 well goes 2 tablespoons of vinegar. Next,
Yeah.
1/3 cup of oil. Nilla. And finally, a whole cup of water.
He's basically just making a vegan cake. That's literally how I make cake, chat. The vinegar is the egg substitute.
Just mix it in the pan.
It's
Bake this at
delicious.
350 for about a half hour. Ooh, it's a cake. Cool completely in the pan. For the frosting, we need a cup of powdered sugar, 2 tablespoons of cocoa, and slowly add water until thick. Beautiful. What? How did that not stick? Are you a witch?
And it's delicious. I'll just let you know. Spoiler alert, it's delicious.
Yes! That's a darn good cake.
I accidentally pressed pause as the video was ending, so the video started again. It looks delicious. This was a wild ride. It took us 2 hours to watch an hour-long video. I'm so proud of us. New record!